Alright, this is John Kohler with DiscountJuicers.com. Why are juicers so important? Well, you know, there's a big thing in our society, and it's, people aren't eating that well. And people, there's maybe 75% of people are overweight. People want to get healthier, and, a lot of people don't know how to do it. And one of the best ways to get healthier is to eat more fresh fruits and vegetables. Even the government tells us to do this. There's the 5 to 9 a day program where everybody's supposed to eat 5 to 9 servings of fresh fruits and vegetables a day. And how many people actually do that? I can tell you I do that. I grow my own food in my garden, and I love to eat fresh produce, but most people hate their produce. I mean, they'd rather grab that Diet Coke and a candy bar. So juicing makes it really easy for you to include more fresh fruits and vegetables in your diet. And with omega juicers, you can do just that. So let me go ahead and go over each of the different model juicers. So as you can see, there's many different style juicers, and the question might be, well, hey John, which one do I get? Which is the best? Well, the best one for you is the one that's going to meet your needs and do the best for you based on what you want to juice. For example, if I was going to a wedding, I wouldn't wear a bathing suit. I'd wear a nice suit, or maybe if I'm the groom, I'd be wearing the tux. But if I'm going to the beach to swim, I wouldn't be wearing that suit. I'd be wearing a bathing suit to go swim. So each juicer is a little bit different, and based on your needs, you're going to want to pick the juicer that's best going to meet your needs. And so I'm going to go over these right now and explain the different types of juicers, and hopefully you'll be able to determine what juicer is going to best meet your needs, and that is the best juicer for you. So we're going to start with their Omega's oldest model, which is based on the same design as that 50s model that we just saw over there. And the first model we're going to go over is the Omega 1000 juicer, and this is a centrifugal style juicer, and that's this model here. It basically runs at 3,600 RPM, and centrifugal means that basically you cut the produce, you put it inside the machine, it shreds it up, and then spins it around in a bowl. So we could take this apart here. So the juice is spun around in this bowl, much like your wash machine on the spin cycle. Once your machine's done washing the clothes, it spins it out to get it fairly dry. Well, that's exactly how this juicer works. It basically shreds the produce, keeps it in here, and it spins around, and it literally flings all the juice out, and the juice comes out of the spout. Now, this is a great juicer. It can be easy to clean if you have the optional filters inside the machine. And so this unit has a 10-year warranty. And the other thing I'd like to mention about Omega is that, their warranties, they have set the standard in warranties in the juicing industry. They were the first company to have a 15-year warranty on a juicer. So, I know we've all been down to that big box electronics store. We buy that brand new big screen TV, or I just bought a clothes dryer, natural gas clothes dryer, and it came with a 1-year warranty. And then they're trying to sell me, you could buy an extra extended warranty, for an extra $100 for 3 years. Well, why do we need to buy an extended warranty? Install a money-making, thing for them, when if you buy a juicer that has, a 10-year warranty, it pretty much assures it'll probably be the last juicer you're going to buy. And if the company's willing to stand behind that juicer for 5, 10, or 15 years, it's got to be a good juicer. So this juicer has a 10-year warranty. The next juicer, the next step up we're going to go is the same style juicer. It's actually a centrifugal juicer, non-ejection, and this is the Omega 9000 juicer. This model actually has a 15-year warranty. So it's guaranteed for 15 years, and one of the nice things about this juicer and on the 1000 is on the bottom there's a little reset button. So if you should overload the juicer, you just want to hit that reset button. It'll reset the juicer, and you'll be able to continue on juicing. Now, the centrifugal style juicer, has been around since the 50s, as we saw back there, and it's pretty good for juicing most common fruits and vegetables. So, things from apples and carrots and celery. And the thing is, it will extract a higher yield because the produce is literally sitting inside the machine, spinning around and around and around for all the juice to come out while it's working. But one of the negatives about the juicer is that actually, because it's continually spinning, and it spins at about 3,600 RPM, there's more air being introduced to the juice. So oxygen is being introduced to the juice, and what the oxygen causes, or the air causes, oxidation. So we've all taken that apple and bit into an apple, set it down the table, and we might forget about it, or we just take one bite and we're not that hungry. And then you see when you pick up the apple, it's all turned brown. Well, that's oxidation. Oxidation basically causes degradation of the nutrients. So this style juicer causes some nutrient degradation more than other style juicers. Alright, so you just saw this Omega 1000 and 9000 centrifugal style juicers, and the centrifugal style juicers have been out since the 1950s. And one of the challenges with the centrifugal juicer is that you could only juice about 1 quart before you really need to stop and empty out the juicer. And the reason for this is that the pulp is still contained inside the machine, spinning around like the washing machine on the spin cycle. And we all had that washing machine on the spin cycle make a funny brrr noise because it gets off balance, and when it gets off balance it'll literally stop. And the same thing happens with the juicer. If you juice too much, you get too much pulp in there, it'll get off balance and it won't stop on you, but what it'll do is it'll just start to literally walk across the table on you. And because it's just spinning at 3,600 RPMs and not going to work too well. So they solved this issue with the centrifugal ejection juicer. So instead of the pulp staying inside the machine, the pulp is kicked out into a hopper, which in my opinion makes things a lot easier to clean, and you get to contain the pulp a lot easier. So Omega has 2 different models, the Omega 02 juicer and the Omega 4000 juicer, and let me show you the differences. So this is the Omega 02 juicer, and it's basically the baby of the Omega 4000 juicer. It's much less expensive. It's still a very good design. Has a nice feed chute. This has a 5-year warranty. Another thing that's really nice, what not a lot of juicers have in this class, is a reset button on the bottom. So if you do overload it, you can just press that button to reset it and continue juicing. Has a 5-year warranty. This juicer runs at approximately 6,000 RPMs, so it runs pretty quick. Basically, you put the produce into the top, it basically juices it, and it kicks out the pulp in the pulp catch bin, which you have here. And I would always suggest to line the pulp catch bin with a plastic produce bag. It'll make cleanup a lot easier. So this style juicer is really good for juicing hard vegetables and firm fruits. So things such as carrots and celery and cucumbers, also things like apples and pears. Now you don't want to be really putting any soft fruits through here. It won't really get a high yield. There's other juicers that are actually going to do better with that. So that's the Omega 02 juicer. Now we're going to go to the Omega 4000. So this is the big brother, and this centrifugal juicer has the longest warranty in the industry. This is a 15-year warranty, so this will probably be the last juicer you will need to buy if you do get a centrifugal ejection style juicer. Now this is good for the standard person that wants to juice a wide variety. You may have seen infomercials on TV, and basically those type of juicers are centrifugal ejection juicers, and this would be my pick. I mean, for the price, you're going to get a 15-year warranty compared to 60 or 90-day warranty on some of those infomercial brands. And this is one machine that's built to last. Some of the benefits about this is that it actually has a larger collection bowl than the little brother, the O2, so you could actually juice for a longer time before you actually have to stop and empty it. Another one of the features that I really like to point out that not a lot of other centrifugal ejection juicers have actually is basically a separate screen and blade assembly. So most centrifugal ejection juicers have an attached blade and screen assembly, and with this it's separate. So should your blade get dull, you can just replace the blade only. A lot of juicers you have to replace these two together. It's really nice. So as I said, this juicer is great for your general juicing. If a person's just getting into juicing, they don't know what they want to juice, but they know they should juice to get more fruits and vegetables in their diet, I would go with the centrifugal ejection juicer. They are one of the easiest to clean and to use. And I'd recommend to clean the juicer, the best way to do that is to use a nylon bristle scrubbing brush. So I just turn the water on and I just scrub the bristle brush against the blades and the screen. It's really important to get the screen cleaned every time, because if there's extra things left in the screen, that'll reduce your yield in the long run. Alright, so hopefully you've learned something about Omega juicers today, and be sure to visit discountjuicers.com/YouTube for special promotional offers for our YouTube visitors.